Hi, welcome to Randall's Log, video 106, and I'm Randall Armstrong. Today's date is Sunday, April 16th, 2017. I'm going to try to make this quick because I have a lot to do. I'm going to try to shave tonight, cut the nails, and if I have time, watch Street Fighter, the Extreme Edition. I'll explain later. So today I actually ended up hanging out with Marco. He messaged me and convinced me to hang out with him today. I explained in the previous video how I have a lot of recording to do. Most of that, of course, is Saturday Night Live. He was able to, I'm going to trust him this time. He said that he found all the episodes that I need. He's found them all, and they're all uncut East Coast recordings of Saturday Night Live. And so he says he has them all. He's downloaded them, we'll transfer them, and then the goal is to get them transferred onto the DVD disc so I can continue to keep recording SNL on DVD. But anyways, I said, okay, if you have them all recorded, we can hang out. So I didn't make it out to his place until like around 1:30. I was in the mood for hibachi, so we went to Kiko or Kalo, or I forget the name of the place. We go there every once in a while, because it can get a little expensive. And but yeah, we had a good time. We ate, we talked, we were chit-chatting, and what else? We were hoping that Michael Savage was going to join us. Kept messaging him and no response. And so we were like, okay, well, let's drive out to the shop. It should be open. Didn't realize that the shop closes at 5. We literally got there like 15 minutes before 5, but it was closed. So I guess it was closed early because of Easter Sunday, maybe. I'm not sure. So that was a bummer. Drove all the way out there. Definitely used up a lot of gas today. And to make matters even worse, the car is acting up with the horn. So, it happened the other day. I thought it was just a fluke, but it's actually starting to repeatedly happen more. I need to message Parker later this week. But yeah, the horn just sporadically is going off. And so, like, I'm trying to test the horn. I'm actually pressing on it, and it doesn't beep. Nothing happens. And so I'm like, oof, that's not good. So, I don't know if there's like a wiring issue or maybe it's the computer. I don't know. I hope that it stops. It probably won't. I'll probably have to have it checked out. Not this upcoming week, but probably next week since I'll have the free time. I'm probably going to get my car inspected at the dealership, find out what's wrong with it, and get quotes as to how much it's going to cost to get all of it fixed. And kind of just go from there, get with Parker and see what Parker says, what he thinks he can do and stuff like that, or what he recommends. There's only like a few things I need worked on, like I need, actually, no, you know what? I just realized something. I can't get them to inspect it because I think the thing that Parker did on the car, they'll try to mess up purposely and say, nope, you need to have it replaced with this and it's going to cost you this much. And I'm like, my car was working before. I don't know why you guys did that. So I need to wait until I can get the proper piece that Parker recommended me to order, and then have him put that on there, and then send it to them to have it inspected. Better safe than sorry. So I'll probably have the car inspected like in a few weeks. But there's things like, I think the car needs Freon. I think. Hopefully that doesn't cost a lot. If not, they'll flat out say, yeah, your air conditioning is broken, you need to have it replaced or fixed. Then I'll say, nope, not going to happen. And then the horn. That's the biggest one. That's the biggest issue. Those are really the two major issues with the car. That's it. I'm sure they'll find something else. I'm sure they'll say, oh, well, you need to have this done or that done. The dealerships always find something, and I get it. They're trying to make money. What business isn't trying to make money? But I'm not one of those people that gets easily scared. anymore when it comes to cars. And I can thank Parker for that, because Parker breaks down everything and explains everything. Like, I really should try to go to school and try to learn to be a mechanic. So that way I can just, when I take this car to go in and get it fixed, I'll be like, no, one, you guys aren't going to charge me this much money. Two, you're not going to tell me that this is what's wrong with the car, because I know what's wrong with the car. So you can't fool me. So here's the deal. This is what you're going to work on. This is what you're going to fix. And should be the proper amount that you should be charging me for that. End of story. If you don't do that, then I'll take it to somebody else who will do it. I daydream pulling shit off like that. I wish I had the knowledge and the ability to just call people out on their bullshit and be like, nope, I know what you're doing, and it's not going to work. I know how this works. That's what I'd like to do. But yeah, so we did the hibachi. We drove out to Uncanny Heroes. They were closed. So after that, drove back to drop Marco off. But Marco's like, you know what? I got a little bit of money. Let's go get some ice cream. So I'm like, sweet. So we went to Cold Stone, hung out a little bit more, talked more about some of the upcoming movies. Cool news I saw recently was it looks like they might be going forward with a sequel for Man from U.N.C.L.E., which is awesome because it was a great movie, and I hope Guy Ritchie is doing the sequel. But Henry Cavill, I want more spy movies with Henry Cavill. That's how good he was in that movie. Again, I'm excited for Mission Impossible 6 because Henry Cavill's going to be in it, and then there's going to be a sequel from The Man from U.N.C.L.E. I'm really, really crossing my fingers that after Daniel Craig finishes this next upcoming Bond film, I hope he retires, and I hope that they turn around and say, hey, Henry Cavill, would you also like to play James Bond? Because he was actually in the running. Him and Daniel Craig both competed for that role. Daniel Craig won, but second place went to Henry Cavill. He almost became James Bond. That would have changed his career big time. But that's okay. He eventually became Superman, and I had my doubts at first when he first became Superman, but there were some signs and some hints that he was right for the role, and I'm on board. I'm like, he's great. Doesn't matter if he's British. It shouldn't matter. I mean, would I have preferred if it was American? Of course. I would have preferred I play Superman. But I don't think I have the right kind of physique for that role. Or, I have some similar features, but I'm probably not as good of an actor as Henry Cavill. Probably. But yeah, so anyways, we were talking about that, talking about how cool it would be if Henry Cavill just became the spy, to be in Man from U.N.C.L.E., to be in Mission Impossible, and then to hopefully be James Bond. It's you've hit all the major spy properties. All you need to do now is be in a Jason Bourne film, and then bam, it's done. It's you'll be Mr. Spy, super spy, pun intended. But yeah, so we did that, and then thankfully when I dropped Marco back off and drove home, thankfully there were no horn issues with the car. I'm working tomorrow and Tuesday, so hopefully when I'm driving to work, hopefully the car doesn't just randomly honk. I hate it when it does that, because now I kind of have a mini anxiety episode. Nothing. It's not major anxiety, but it's the thought, the idea of the car honking, and then somebody turning to me why the fuck did you honk at me? And no way of me expressing and explaining to the person it's an accident. It's my horn is broken. It randomly did it. I'm not honking at you. Because I certainly don't want to piss off anybody on the road. Even though I myself have been pissed off by people by the way they drive, whatever negative or angry feelings, I kind of want to just push that to the side, especially when driving. You don't want feelings involved. You just want to get to point A to point B, and that's it. So yeah, I'm driving the whole time worried, and I feel the panic, the anxiety kind of building up, and having to remind myself to breathe and just take a deep breath and let it out, and then just keep driving, keep going, until I'm done. Lots to do this week. tomorrow, especially tomorrow's going to be a very long day. Got to be at work 10:30 a.m., get off at 7:30 p.m., have to go to FedEx and mail out my mom's tax return. Well, not tax return, but like what she owes to the tax. She, needs to pay for the taxes. So need to mail that out to FedEx. And then after that, meet up with Nina at the office. She's going to show me how to file taxes for my aunt. So we can, take care of that, knock that out of the way. So I'll make sure I bring a notepad and take notes, do all that stuff. I assume whatever she shows me, I'll probably have to end up coming right home that evening and jumping on the computer and doing that. So I have a feeling tomorrow is going to be just nonstop work all day. So I'll definitely be tired. But then I get to do the same thing again on Tuesday, except Tuesday I don't have anything extra to do after Tuesday. Tuesday is just going to be straight, 10:30 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. And then when that's done, the rest of the week is off. Since Marco was able to take off or able to find all the SNL episodes that I need, since he was able to do that, there's only like maybe a few things I need to record off of the DVR, which I can probably do that Tuesday night or Wednesday during the day. So Wednesday I plan to contact Spectrum and set up an appointment and speak to the lady so we can figure out the prices, the deals, and then get them in here to install and then cancel with Frontier. So looking forward to that. New cable boxes. Great way to start with all the free time that I'm going to have. And then the following week, probably Monday, is when me and my mom will go to the Social Security office and figure out like why, she's being paid less in her Social Security. Well, one, I want to verify that she's being paid less. Figure that out first, and then go from there. So, but, so anyways, I mentioned the Street Fighter movie. Marco made a comment about the Street Fighter film, and so with all the talking about the Street Fighter film, I'm like, now I feel like watching the film, So I remembered I bought this on Blu-ray a while ago, and I just never got around to watching it. So I'll probably put it on tonight. I don't know if I'll watch the whole thing. I'll probably fall asleep in the middle of watching it. One thing I do want to mention was my mom stressed me out a little bit. Once again, mentioning like, I need to contribute and help, and I'm like, of course, I want to. I'm trying to. I just need to get a steady paying job and, pay off my debts, and then I'll be able to throw money your way and help you out, and I'll be able to save money, and we're good. But she was just saying, well, maybe I should just sell the house and move back to the Philippines, and every time she does that, it just stresses me out, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm like, listen, it's whatever you want to do. The house is yours. If you don't want it and you want to sell, you can do it. Thankfully, things calmed down a bit later, and she's just like, I'm not going to sell the house, and she she says every once in a while, I need to be stressed out. She told me. She's like, she needs to stress me out every once in a while. And I'm just like, that's crazy. You're crazy. So she laughed a little bit, but I'm like, really? Like, you really need to put me through that? I told her, if you leave and you sell the house, I'm going to be homeless. She's like, no, you're not going to be homeless. So I hate it when she does that. But anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'm sure tomorrow will be a boring video about work. And then Tuesday will probably be another boring video about work. So you can skip those if you want. I doubt anything exciting is going to happen. I already pretty much told you what I'm planning to do these next few days. So, you never know though. You never know. Maybe I'll meet my soulmate tomorrow. Probably not. But yeah, thanks for watching. And if you watch tomorrow, thanks. See you tomorrow night. Bye. Thanks for watching.